We got the vibe, fun and friendly all the time. Draft and play and feel the rise. Magic moments in our eyes.
Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic here, back doing a best of 3 Aetherdrift draft. We've got Caradora, Heart of Alacria, 4 mana, 4/2, and enters. Search the library for a mount or vehicle, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. If one or more +1/+1 counters be put on a creature or vehicle you control, that many +1/+1 counters are put on it instead. That many +1/+1 counters are put on there instead. It seems like a good first pick. What else is in here that's worth our time looking at? We got Sky Crash, some artifact removal that cycles. We have Malt Tender, Mills, Ramps. Artillerist, good with cycling, good for the cycling deck. I like the Scurryfoot, it's good common. Makes a couple bodies. Quick Welder makes the artifacts cheaper. But yeah, we'll take the rare. It is multicolor, but that's a strong effect. Search up multiple things, like you could just search up a Mustang, and then it actually synergizes well with Mustang too. Good with Daring Mechanic as well. Maybe we'd wield that. Repurposing Bay is kind of like an artifact birthing pod, but Sabotage Strategist is very good. Very good card. Randomly does have synergy with Caradora. Both of these cards could wheel. Run Over is some removal. We might be best off taking that and then wheel one of these. I could see that. And it still wants to be in the same deck because this wants us to play mounts and vehicles too. So I'll take the removal, maybe get the Mustang or the mechanic back. Yeah. All right, so this can ramp for 2 and it's got starter engines. Potentially ramp for 2 if everything happens and works out right. Otherwise, in green we have the Lagac. This is for exhaust, synergies. It's also a 3 mana 3/5 vigilance for crew 1. That's pretty good. More exhaust, synergy, momentum breaker is some black removal. Grim Bauble is some removal. I mean, we could just take the Lagac. I don't love it. It is a mount though. Actually, yeah, it's another thing we can search up with Caradora. Okay. I think that's fair. I don't think it's an amazing card, but it's good synergy with Run Over. It's good synergy with Caradora. Yeah, I'd say looks good to me. Okay, could take the Galleon Strike. Also good removal. There is Lotus Guard Disciple, which has been kind of deceptively good. But I feel okay taking Galleon Strike here. Stall Raider is a great card. Velocitar would totally be good in this deck too if we wanted to splash it, or maybe play green-red splash Caradora. That's another option. But Galleon Strike seems pretty good to me. This deals with a lot of things, and if it doesn't do anything, you cycle it. So Sloth is good. Chance to play it. Road Rage is some good removal. Broken Wings also playable. Gliders, kind of whatever. Compactors playable. But I'll take the Sloth here, I think. It's an uncommon for a reason. This is a strong card. You crew it, you get in with an indestructible creature, and you untap everything, or you saddle it, excuse me. I have to use my correct verbiage here. And Caradora into Unswerving Sloth seems pretty good. So we could take the Daring Mechanic now. I feel good about it. I mean, so far it basically pumps everything in the deck, so I guess not Caradora, but it's pretty good. I don't think it's a great card in a vacuum, but I think it's good on the kind of deck we're running here. So we could take another one. There's Spout Cycle, Scouter, or we could take Compactor and get some more removal. I mean, we're in the colors for Mechanic. I haven't played with it yet, but we could give it a try. Gosh, we easily could have built the cycling deck. Jeez. But that's all right. I'm going to take it over removal just because I think I want to give it a try. And Alacrian Armory, this is the right archetype for that too. Not giving up much for it, so geez, Artillerist comes back. I don't really need Walking Sarcophagus. Maybe I'll just take the Artillerist in case everything wheels for this archetype. So now I could take the Ironclad, but we're going to take that Mustang. That is too good with Caradora. So we only got 3 green cards. I mean, green is just the most hotly contested color. So it's kind of unsurprising. But what do we want to take here? Could take the ferry. Yeah, it's a vehicle. Can find it with Caradora. It also cycles. Don't really need Quick Welder. Okay, well, Disciple's pretty good. Like I said, I've been impressed with it. So plays better than I've expected it to. So definitely primarily white. Removal wise, we got a Guiding Strike and a Run Over. Not bad. I think the daring mechanics are good here, especially with Caradora. And there's other green-white synergies with +1/+1 counters too that we should be able to find. Okay. All right, we'll let Locust Spray go. Not competing for that color. Unstoppable Plan, I don't think so. Pride of the Road, more of a speed deck card, but we could still take it because it's kind of nothing else for us here. Could take the Scouter, I guess. Works with, I mean, it's a vehicle for, I would hope I wouldn't have to find. I don't think this card's very good. I think we'll just take the Pride of the Road. This card is good. And it's going to be difficult right now for us to get max speed, but it's the best card for us. Giving double strike to our stuff is pretty awesome. Roadside Assistance. Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense for us. Otherwise, Omnivore is just a 2-drop, or we could take the Surveyor. Surveyor makes more sense now that we have the Pride of the Road as well. Yeah, I mean, Roadside Assistance would actually be decent too. Gives lifelink. But I got trapped into full throttle before. Did not work so hot for me. Geez, we're borderline mono white at the moment. Splashing for Caradora. But like I said, kind of expected green is just so hotly contested. Ooh, what's Samet do? Other creatures you control get +X+0 or X your speed. Oh, that's cool. That is a cool card. Do I want to take it? Otherwise, just Silken Strength. Just decent combat trick, I guess. I want to take this. It's got First Strike, Vigilance, and Haste. It's a good card. I think we take it. Yeah. I'm cool with that. Find a way to splash it. Let's hope so. Quick Welder, don't really need it. Maybe we're still doing the Artillerist. I mean, technically this card kind of does what we want to do. I just don't think it's very good. Ironclad costs a red for a cycle. I was just thinking you can cycle it, so maybe Artillerist still is in play because we have some other cyclers too, but I just don't need a Quick Welder. We'll figure it out. Ooze Patrol. Well, synergistically speaking, it's not really what we want to do. Could take another Artillerist. I think we want to stick to... Okay, I mean, that's kind of cool. Can ramp and fix and stuff. But could just take the Jaguar, which is a good card. 6/6 Vigilance when it's saddled. Otherwise there's Rambler, which makes 2 bodies in 1, but I'll take the Jaguar. Collision Course, some playable removal, or Rover Blades to give double strike. And I guess it could get crewed automatically. It's a little clunky, but I'd rather have Collision Course. Honestly, I think it's unlikely we would splash these. Still, definitely could splash the Samet. Another Galleon Strike. I'm cool with it. Yeah. How many creatures we got? 11? Yeah, we're doing good. All right. Another Collision Course. I think I'm okay. Collision Course it can blow up any artifact, which is nice. And yeah, you get the boost for your vehicles too. Because we have, I guess, no vehicles, one vehicle. I'll take it over the second Jaguar. Because we have a couple 5-drops already. Alright, I guess I'll take the Scouter now that we have 2 Collision Courses. And we just need some more early plays here, I think. So I could take the Roadside Assistance. This is probably fine. I don't think it's great, but it seems playable. Alright, Canyon Vaulter. I mean, it sort of makes sense. It's a 2-drop too, which we kind of need. And you can randomly give your mounts flying, I guess. I'll just take the Quick Welder to cut white. Rambler's totally fine card, I think. And a Glider, yeah. Alright, ooh, Cavalier of Dawn. 5 mana, 4/6 Vigilance. When it enters, destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent. Its controller creates a 3/3 Golem. When this creature dies, return target artifact or enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. Well, do we have enchantments? 1 enchantment, and I guess I have 4 artifacts. Okay. Or Lifecraft Engine. 3 mana, 4/4. Choose a creature type. Vehicle creatures you control are the chosen creature type. In addition to the other types, each creature you control the chosen type other than this vehicle gets +1/+1. Huh. That's cool. Earth Rumbler. Oh, that's cool. It's really efficient too. 3 white is expensive, but it's our primary color. And you blow something up with it. I guess we'll take it. I don't actually know if that's right, but we'll take it. Pothole Mole can help with lands. Dredger's Insight. I mean, playable. Blossoming Sands helps us splash Samet. And I guess we already have a deck. We're going to have to find cuts. So I could take the Blossoming Sands to help make this mana base. Because I would like this card. I mean, it's a strong effect. Buffs all of your dudes. Except itself. Alright. District Mascot. 1 mana, 0/0, enters +1/+1 counter. Remove 2 +1/+1 counters from this creature. Destroy target artifact. Whenever it attacks while saddled. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to pass that, except Maltender would help us fix Samet, unfortunately. But that's alright. We'll still take the Mascot. It's cheap too. There's Light Shield Parry, just Combat Trick. There's Rover Blades. Because removal right now is 2 Collision Courses, 2 Guiding Strike, and a Run Over. It's 5. And we have 15 creatures. Unless I thought Rover Blades was good. Equip 4 is pretty expensive. Very clunky. I'll still take it. I'll give it a try. Another Pride of the Road, or we could take Night Market. Night Market makes sense. I mean, it's going to allow us to splash the Samet, and we've already got a deck, so. Ticket Tortoise technically would too. We could take another Disciple, which I do kind of like. Ticket Tortoise otherwise is pretty unexciting for us. Ether Jacket's been kind of a letdown, though it helps with max speed. Probably take another Disciple, I guess. Ooh, what do you do? Oh yeah, that's great. That's amazing. Easy pick over a second Night Market, which I also would take. Great card for us. So, ooh, Rugged Highlands. Now we can officially splash Samet. Feel very good about it. So that's cool. Bestow Greatness. Probably don't need it, but I'm not going to take Matrix either. And we got the Armory back. 2 armory is probably a bit excessive, but yeah, I mean, it buffs all your dudes too. We'll consider it. I'm not going to take another scouter. I don't know if we're playing the first one. All right, we'll take it anyway. Tranquil Cove doesn't help us. Whatever, I'll take it anyway. Parry, possibly. All right, let's find some cuts here. 14, 15, 16, 17. So 4 red sources is more than enough. And then we still have 9 white and 6, 7, 8 green. Yeah, that seems fine. We have to make 9 cuts. We'll put all of our non-creature cards on the side, excluding vehicles, which are technically non-creature cards. But we can cut the scouters, can't we? They're just not good. I don't think we need them. Even in a deck that has 2 Alacrian armories, I just don't feel like we need it. Creature-wise, we have 17, so we can make a couple creature cuts too. Glider's pretty mediocre. But we have 2 collision courses, which I forgot to put over here. I guess technically the armories too. So we should probably just cut. I could probably cut the fairy. Yeah, it's got, you know, it's decent, but we can probably cut it. So yeah, I can cut 2 creatures. Usually Canyon Vaulter's a letdown, but this seems like the right deck for it. Definitely. I probably want to do the mechanics because we have so many mounts and vehicles. How many do we have, I guess, is the question. 7 mounts and 2 vehicles. So 9 of our creatures if I don't cut any more vehicles, but that's probably fine. We can run all these 5s and 6s, I think. Although, yeah, I'm a little bit late on the early plays, aren't I? Maybe I do cut a 5-drop. If I do, it's probably the Rambler versus Jaguar. They both grew for 1. This makes its own army. But I think the 2 bodies in 1 typically is better. This also just is a 4/4 at all times, which is pretty good. Cavalier is triple white, but I mean, that effect is pretty good. And there are actual artifacts and enchantments we can get back. So not many, but enough where if I am going to keep it, then I'd probably keep the Rambler so I can get Blades or Rambler back or Alacrian Armory or Roadside Assistance. Okay. Let's cut the Jaguar then. And that brings us to 16, so 1 more creature. I like the Mustang because that has good synergy with Caradora. Pride of the Road is debatable. It's just I've got Samet, so there's definitely some Start Your Engines incentive, but the only other Start Your Engine card we have is Surveyor. I mean, I do like that effect. 2/5 body's decent. Could cut a Disciple. Like I said, it's kind of deceptively good and it's a flyer, but I could see cutting it. And then we're at 15. So then we can cut non-creature cards. So Parry can probably go. Bestow Greatness can go. Maybe we just do 1 Armory. And then maybe a Gallant Strike. Am I going to do Roadside Assistance? Kind of want to, but yeah, I could see cutting it. Leaves us 2 Collision Course, 2 Gallant Strike, run over for removal. It's a little light. Definitely. Unless I want to do the parry instead of something as like a combat trick, but I don't really want to do that either. Huh. Well, I think maybe I'll cut roadside assistance. So overall, yeah, I'm not like blown away by this deck by any stretch, but we do have some removal. I guess Cavalier of Dawn is technically removal. Build towards a Samet, see how that does for us. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not blown away by this deck, but we're going to see what we can do with it. All right, we'll see you round 1. All right, we can keep, definitely. Turn 2 Volter, turn 3 Mascot. Got run over. Not bad. Opponent mulligans, that's always helpful. Oh yeah, this card's good. Put a +1/+1 counter on each merfolk creature you control. It's nice. They make a merfolk deck. All right. All right. So we can do Mascot plus Surveyor. The next turn, maybe do Disciple. Kind of like that. Ooh, that's good. They do have reach. So I can run over the Spike Spitter though, but they're not at, oh, they got 2 cards left. They have 1 reach creature. All right. I'm going to try and kill their reach creature here. All right. All right, no play, but they have open mana now. So let's do Caradora. See if they have a counter. All right, what shall we find? Lagorin is pretty amazing. Could see taking that. Can't find Cavalier. The Mustang's good. The slot's good. I think we'll take Lagorin. That, to me, makes the most sense. So we'll crew, or saddle rather, with this. We'll attack. All right. Looking for cards. Understandable. Wow. You were not having that. So they showed us pretty decent cards. I mean, all three of these, they didn't show us the synergies for Artillerist, but I assume they have them in there somewhere. So sideboard, I'm not really seeing much of one. I'm still okay trying the mechanics out. Disciple did work well though. Let us get in with Mascot that early shot. All right, we'll run it back. Okay, we're gonna keep this and go Lagak into Vaulter probably, or Surveyor into Mechanic. Oh, we don't have a white mana. Uh-oh. Probably should have observed that when I kept this hand. Oh, well, that locked out there. I'm doing the Surveyor because it has first strike when it attacks. Oh, it's a good draw. All right, so we're going to do Mechanic here. So we'll get in the Surveyor first. Sure. Oh, didn't draw the land and they were done. All right, we'll see for round two. All right, round two. Play first. I don't love it, but we'll keep it. Guess I'm gonna play this because it's a tap land that taps for green. Might need to cycle. Well, it's actually a decent rib. Might need to cycle this Gallant Strike though. Although if they're playing green, I'm much more tempted to keep it. We need to find something for that though. We're not doing anything here. Oof. So ugly. Oh man. What a bummer. Actually, I should have blown up my armory. Yeah, because now with removal, it's quite a bit worse for us. But maybe we would have died anyway, so it didn't matter. All right. We got absolutely destroyed there with a pretty slow hand. So I think we'll bring in the lifelink thing. We'll dump the armory. Bring in a Disciple for more lifelink. Maybe dump Blades. It's too slow. Anything else? It's too slow here. I don't think so. That seems fine. Don't really like it. Looks pretty bad. Can play a Mascot. Need white mana in order to saddle it. And Samet's basically a dead card in this hand. I'm gonna mulligan. We need to do better than that. This looks way better. That's good. So now we can ditch the Glider because it's kind of a worthless card. Although, maybe keep the Glider, get rid of the Collision Course? That can't be right. All right, we'll do it like that. Hmm. I don't know what we're finding yet with Caradora. I'll have to figure that out. It's pretty strong. All right, what shall we find here? So I can get the Death Toucher, or I can get a Rambler. Death Toucher's cheaper. Death Toucher lets me do like leave up Gallant Strike and stuff too, so that probably makes the most sense. And they can use Compactor if they want to get in, but I'm all right with that too. I don't know why I did that. I guess it ate up their turn, but ultimately it wasn't that great for us. I'm going to do this because it at least motivates them to use the compactor on it. I have no idea what I was thinking there. So this is okay, because at least I can Gallant Strike the Guardian. All right. So I can do the problem is Saddle 4 is the real problem. Another land there would have been actually really nice. But I can Collision Course and take out their Omnivore. I wonder if I would rather take out the... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to buff this up with Lifelink. I'm going to deal 2 to this thing. We're going to get in for 6. Can't saddle it, unfortunately. And then we'll play a land and... That's nice. So we'll do the mechanic here. Bummer. Bummer. Hate to see it. Oh, bummer. Hate to see it. All right. See you for the next one. All right, we'll play first. One lander, gonna snap all that. Keep this one. Probably ditch a forest. Hmm. Hmm. Take it. Tough one. Real tough one. Tough one. All right. Well, we're mana starved, so I should probably use run over. Just to kill Catalyzer. No, I'll probably kill the Goda, which I should have done before they dealt damage to me. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Yep, they're gonna get max speed with that. Needed a block different because of the damage. I'm really just not playing well today. Alright, let's blow up this. And draw a Guiding Strike. And we can do that, and we still die. So we'll go to the next game. Get the lifelink going, cut the blades. Lifelink, cut. What did I cut last time? Armory. And run it back. All right, we'll play first. Yeah, no. This one we'll keep. And I guess we'll ditch. Maybe the Rambler. I'm gonna get red mana first, so I can get my tap land out of the way. Might have to cycle that, although it does have targets, I guess. But no, I'm gonna cycle. Tough one. Could have done the Mustang, but then I felt like my blocks weren't as good. But would have opened me up for a better attack next turn. Might have to. Might have to run one of those over. We'll see. No, I don't want to tap my mana like that. All right. And I can go in for 2. Now let's see. Yeah, it's also a tough one. So I can kill the Terror, but I still have to deal with the Flyer. I can kill the Gouda, though. Yeah, it's a tough one. Yeah, I'm going to kill the Terror. Let's see. I get to untap it too, so that's good. First strike's pretty nice on Samet. That's a good draw. Let's see. So they block the Mustang and they don't die. So they have to block 2 of my guys. No, they don't actually. I attack with all 3. They can just block the 6/4. Samet's got vigilance, so that's huge. So I'll have 2 vigilant dudes, basically. All right, that sounds good then. All right. Cool. They showed us Road Rage. I wonder if I want to do the parry, maybe, instead of like a collision course. Because it's cheaper and it can also protect against their removal. Is Galleon Strike good? Basically, it kills Terror, Thunderhead Gunner, kills their rare they got. That's pretty good. Keep the life gain in there. Maybe ditch a little more of the late game. Yeah, I could see that. Maybe cut a Rambler or a Sloth. Rambler at least get another body. Sloth is at least a static 5/5 though. Yeah, let's keep the Sloth, I think. It's a keep. Good hand. Needs a little bit of help, but it's a keep. Samet was really good. Glad I got to jam that. Let's see if they road rage that. Sure do. Oh, that's nice. So we got our red mana and play the mascot. They were thinking about killing it. All right. So we've got Gallant Strike for that. Yeah, it's probably best to do the Mustang, actually. Just lets me saddle better, I think. Possibly attack better. Unexpected. Ah. Okay. That's actually just a Perfect draw. Could wait, but no, let's just do it. I don't want him to be able to get max speed here, so makes more sense, I guess, huh? Sure. So I can blow that up too, which is nice. Nets him a 3/3. Is it an artifact though? It is. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I don't want him to get gunner value, so why don't we just do the Cavalier? The mascot can kill once it's saddled, can blow something up. So that's pretty good. We have some open mana. Let's do assistance on the Mustang, I think, because it's going to grow. Let's see if they have removal. They don't. So we'll saddle with this. No, I guess it doesn't. Well, let's do this. That's actually fine because we can just blow that up. Wow. I don't know how we went 2-1 this draft. Our deck was mediocre. I was playing poorly. Somehow still got 2 victories. That's the thing about Magic, you just never know. Just never know. Let's do some back one pick ones. Samet was good. At least we discovered that. Explosive Getaway is pretty awesome. A little board wipe. Road Rage is obviously good. I want to make Artillerist deck, but I would take a Getaway. It's a strong card. Except, remember, don't exile the artifact or creature if they have open mana and removal, because it counters the second half of the card. You have to cut me a break, guys. I've only been playing this game 30 years. You can't expect me to know basic rules about a game after 30 years. Draconautics Engineer, 2 mana, 2/2 exhaust, gives your creatures haste. and put a +1/+1 counter on this. Oh yeah, and then you can just spit out a 4/4 dragon. Yeah, that's crazy good. I'd take that. Easy one. Duretti. I first picked that and it didn't pan out so well. Mako, on the other hand, would be a fun first pick to really try and make that cycle deck work. So is Gravestalker for that deck too. I want to make the cycle deck real bad. Do you think they put cycling in just because it sounds like something that you would do with vehicles? Is that the only reason they put cycling in? I could see it. Defend the Rider. Give Hexproof and Indestructible. Make a Pilot for 1 mana. It's pretty good. I like that. There's Grim Bauble here as well, which is good, strong removal. And it's probably Grim Bauble versus Defend the Rider, and I'd probably go with Grim Bauble. All right. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.